get the same songs, the same style, the same arrangements from the album in the live shows. And it's sort of like, well, I could have done this in my living room, you know? Like,
So
I think
tama.
there is a little bit of like,
So tama yung sinasabi ni Balesa, no? Ito yung kagandahan sa SB19 kasi yung SB19, pag nagpa-perform yan, hindi sila gumagamit kung ano yung mga nasa studio version songs nila or nasa album or nasa EP. Lagi silang merong bago. New flavor. Flavor, wow. New flavor. New flavor. Tapos, bagong arrangement, bagong dance break para maging bago yung experience ng mga manonood. Kasi nga, tama yung sinabi ni Valeska. Kung yun pa rin yung ipe-perform nyo, tas lip sync pa kayo, di pupunta na lang ako sa room ko, ilalagay ko yung headset ko, full volume, makikinig ako sa Spotify. So, yun din yun eh. Pero, sabi ko nga, sobrang generous ng SB19 to think na nasa world tour sila, busy sila sa pagpupunta kung saan-saan. Kasi yung ano niyan, yung kumbaga yung logistic niyan, sobrang pupunta ka sa airport, magsasakay ka ng aeroplano, pupunta ka sa hotel, pagdating mo sa venue, magpa-practice ka pa ng blockings mo kasi syempre iba-iba yung size ng concert ground or concert stage. Pero dahil in-invite sila ng Akon, gumawa sila ng panibagong arrangement, gumawa sila ng panibagong dance break. So, doon mo mapapakita talaga or doon mo mararamdaman na yung SB19 is hindi basta-basta. Ewan ko. Galit ka?
evolution of live
Hindi.
performance that has sort of
Papaliwanag lang.
changed.
But
there are
I don't like when any group doesn't sing their choruses.
yes,
It pisses me off.
Yes.
Because
Kaya
it's like,
tagalan si Efra.
that's why I came here, you fuckhead. Not to hear, yeah.
So, yun nga naman daw kasi yung pinunta. Lalo sa concert. Kantahin yung chorus. Hi guys, ako pala si Vito B. So ngayon, papanoorin natin itong Herrera siblings. And kung kayo ay mahilig manood ng reaction video, so talagang isa sila sa mga OG or original reactors ng SB19. So ngayon, meron silang bagong in-upload. SB19 are exposing the music industry right now. So mukhang magandang balitaktakan to from the genuine or talagang literal na may alam sa music. Yung talagang talagang may credibility. So ayan guys, without further ado, let's watch, let's go.
That everyone's been talking about at Akon or the Asia
the
Awards.
AAA awards.
The AAA Awards. So really interesting because I think in Korean pop and just in general in Asia, Asian pop groups, something has been happening lately. Not something, it's not very old. Sorry, it's not very new. It's actually something quite old. Vocal splitting, sound production, and the pre-recorded vocal lines, and then complete lip syncing are still happening. As a matter of fact, I think it's happening more than ever. There's been one group that we have tried to sort of use as the pioneer, as the example for quite a long time. They do seem to be the only ones at the moment. There are other groups as well, especially from Korea, that seem to be as raw as they are vocally, as interestingly performative wise, and also as high quality whilst remaining honest. Now, Korean pop is...
Grabe yun, sobrang ang ganda naman ng sinabi ni, ano bang pangalan? Di ko kasi kilala yung mismo Si Waleska ba yung babae? Waleska yung babae pero yung lalaki, ano bang pangalan ng lalaki? Ang ganda na sinabi niya na parang ibang caliber yung SB19 and talagang
very much under the fucking furnace because the biggest culprits at the moment for vocal splitting, lip syncing seem to be a lot of Korean pop groups and actually some of our favorite Korean pop groups.
Grabe.
So boohoo to
Sinabi
us.
Niya talaga.
And everyone just keeps pretending like this is not happening. But I'm fucking tired of it. Hence why we're making this video.
I'm telling you today.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So let's have a look at the performance. We're gonna have a look at a combination of things,
so
and then
parang
we'll analyze.
Sinasabi niya na yung ibang group sa Korea, more on lip singing sila and walang splitting na nagaganap. So talagang Mainit-init to, guys. Let's go.
With Valeska's vocal expertise. What the fuck has been happening? Quite a long one.
Valeska.
So shout out our
Okay,
editor, Albino.
Shout out Albino.
But do stick the whole way
Let's
through.
go.
We'll check out official performances. We'll check out fan cams. And then we will probably use some comparative videos. Probably quite a big one. This will probably piss off a lot of people. Get fucked.
Oh my God. Maganda to.
Oh.
33 minutes. Disclaimer. All of our views and opinions expressed in this video are personal opinions. So mukhang talagang vocal isolation was also used. So inalis nila yung music. Talagang vocals lang. Naku po. Patay tayo dyan. Magkakaalaman na. Grabe, sobrang naman nila dito. Sobrang tapang naman nila para maganto. At to think na syempre yung ibang grupo may mga fandom yan. So kaso nga, it is what it is. So let's go.
I do this for the love of the game.
Honestly, it's same. What a cool freaking venue, no?
Pero
Taiwan.
ang ganda nga ng venue.
Oh, what? One advantageous setup for them. They just did Fast Zone, which is a 360 thing.
Yeah, they did. True. This is
So ayun.
this is a
Ayun
joke.
sinasabi niya na kaya siguro yung fast zone is 360. And kung mapapansin nyo, meron ding 4 na parang pillar sa And meron yung pinaka-rampa nung pag ganun din yung sa fast zone. Siguro naging yun. Doon sila nag-practice, guys. Hindi sa aeroplano, ha? Hindi sa aeroplano. Kasi, pero syempre naman, common sense naman, hindi naman sa aeroplano. Pero yung mga joke-joke kasi sa aeroplano daw. Pero feeling ko, sa fast zone pa lang, doon sila nag-practice. Kasi itong invitation naman na to, talaga matagal na yan. Hindi naman yan parang last month lang na invite. It's more of advance notice yan para sa mga artists para mag-prepare ng nyo. Syempre, ng down performance.
So walk in the park, that's what I meant.
Not a joke.
Not a joke.
Or a walk in the park. It's a difficult venue.
Or a farming.
No, but I mean, like, they already got warmed up.
Woman shoe, SB19.
Woman shoe.
No, nice.
You know what I'm saying?
This is ugly, but alam mo naman, I like it then again.
So some issues with backtrack.
Ano pa yung combine me? Bakit na natuto pag may dumating na maitim na kulap ako kikiligin? Tutok sa positibo ay baka lang maparne kasi pag realidad na ang harap ang tagising.
It's possible that might be Valeska. We heard this little beginning before.
Valeska.
Valeska.
Is this a vocal isolated track?
Yeah, it sounds like a vocal isolated track, but I don't think it is because obviously there's music. We haven't seen the performances, by the way. We've seen enough of SB19 to
natin
presume
alam
they're
yung
probably
mga
going to do what they did last year and the
sobrang
year
technical
before
naman.
at the Asian Awards.
This is actually quite
Isolation.
interesting though because
So raw.
they are so forward.
And actually, it's a very difficult opening line for
Sobrang
Josh.
forward daw.
If you're not that familiar with SB19, Josh actually sometimes gets given some of the toughest lines, interestingly enough, because their rapping or speech quality phrases are actually quite difficult sometimes. And you can see that if you've ever seen any rapper sing live or rap live.
Tama,
It's kind of
tama.
Sure, it's
embarrassing.
not great.
Yeah.
Kaya matalas ang tenga ng mga to.
Man, it's so forward.
Sobrang forward. So meaning siguro kung sobrang forward, yung pinaka music, dito backtrack, sobrang likod, sobrang forward yung vocals. Kaya talagang rinig na rinig mo yung vocals. Which is sobrang yun. As an artist, ang tapang mo. Ibig sabihin, maganda talaga yung boses mo.
See, here's another thing. You hear fluctuations, right,
That's
on
natural.
volume.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Because he's actually fucking...
He's actually weaving his way into the
Bro.
top.
Grabe
I actually
naman to.
love
Ito,
this.
ang
I think
gagaling.
For a live stream sort of sound, I think this is exactly what you expect from every short award show. Actually, there has been a bit of commentary about, oh, Mamas is not about the music, is not about the live performance, is about the actual performancing, is about the actual put on stage performance. And I'd like to disagree with that.
I don't buy
openly.
it.
I'd like to disagree with that very honestly
Galing.
because this is what you would expect from a live
Well, then,
a workshop
Uy, let's
as
go!
an
Ganda na
entity
sinabi
among
niya.
us actually promote live singing, and
Correct.
that's why they have had so many iconic moments that
Correct.
have gone progressively, incredibly
And
wrong,
this-
and moments that have gone down in history for their live performance.
Let's put this in red letters. This is not a Korean show problem or a K-pop problem. I mean, kind of. But this is a new group and an individual not branding, label problem. This is a label matter.
Yes.
This
Grabe, sobrang tapang nila dito. Para i-dissect tong gantong issue. This is not a Korean show problem or K-pop problem. This is a new group and an individual branding label problem. This is a label matters.
is an industry problem.
And I would actually go further into saying that it goes down to individual group management.
Yeah, but it's
Not so
much industry.
Yeah, not much
Yeah,
industry,
'cause
and not as generalized as the label.
Yeah, take
because-
that back, actually.
Put it in red letters, Alvin. This is a group management issue.
Problem,
So
yeah.
I think a lot of groups will try to portray a specific branding, a specific sort of outlook of what they do and what they're able to achieve in a live performance, and sort of take away from, for safety and for
Image, man. Image.
no, and for longevity of the group, they take away the live vocal performing.
It's a group.
So, ayun nga, tama yung sinabi ni Valeska, no, na parang si label kasi or yung agency ang nagseset kung anong branding ba dapat. Kasi minsan sa ibang group, dahil magaling silang sumayaw, talagang yung sayaw nila, which is, kung papanoorin mo naman talaga, sobrang ganda ng sayaw, sobrang sabay-sabay sila, pero lip sync sila, guys, hindi sila nakakanta. So, parang nangyayari, para lang silang dance cover group, guys. Which is ginagawa rin ng iba. Kaya nga, as an artist, full performance ka dapat. Kumakanta ka, sumasayaw. Dapat yun yung ibibigay mo sa audience mo. Pero kung talagang si label or si agency is focused na, guys, nakilala kayong grupo na to kasi sobrang sync nyo, sobrang galaw nyo, parang isa lang kayong tao, wala nang gagawin si agency, kundi yun at yun na lang din ang gagawin nila. Hindi na sila papakantahin. Kung kakanta man, sobrang hina lang or sobrang lakas ng backing track. Which is, for me, ewan ko.
Problem,
Hindi ko
not an
maano.
industry problem.
Yes, I
That was
agree.
basically what I was trying to say.
doesn't age well. Label problem this.
How about we just cut the whole thing and I just
Kasi
say
guys,
that?
Kasi guys, meron naman sa isang grupo rin naman talaga merong magaling kumanta, magaling sumayaw, pero hindi sila lahat ganun. Kaya ang tendency, ang gagawin ng agency or ng label is magpapaka-playing safe na lang, magli-lip sync na lang or konting vocals rather than exposing yung vocals. So talagang mahirap din sa ano.
Also, shout out the dancers. I love the fact that they take their dancers everywhere.
So ito na, inalis na nila yung yung music kasi nga copyright.
This is a very good track.
Ayan, no?
Joshy boy.
Naka-MR ano yan?
But it sounds
Music
like an
remove.
isolated track.
Tama
Like
ba?
a
Music
vocal
remove.
isolated track is so sick. In a good way. See, that volume fluctuation is so valid for the energy exertion that he's going through.
Grabe, hindi natin marinig din sa kahit inalis na yung music, hindi mo maririnig yung hingal. Sobrang batak na rin talagang SB19. Hindi dahil hindi sila napapagod, pero alam nila yung technique. Siguro alam nila yung technique kung kailan hihinga, kung kailan kumbaga mag-ano ng air ulit. Kaya kahit MR siya, kahit music remove, tama ba? Music remove. Kahit ganun siya, hindi natin maririnig yung hingal nila. Sobrang galing.
Beautiful, Justin. That is beautiful. Majestic.
He's got
that boy.
layers on, but not splitting. Hear the crowd.
Yeah, he really
Siyempre,
made
Ken
it
yan eh. Yes, go.
This is a brand new dance break. Oh, hell. Okay, I see you. Damn.
Astig no kay ano?
That is the previous
Yung
dance
moment
break
ni
that
Justin.
sound- But
Astig
this is
yung
completely
facial
different
expression
choreo.
niya
That's
dun.
so cool. He was just dancing.
Grabe.
Hey, Young from Baby Monster in the background. Woo!
Yeah, she'd appreciate that shit.
Yeah, she's like, yes. Damn, Pablo, that was awesome.
Wow. Nice melody.
I have nothing to say about this, but amazing, like crazy.
Boom. Let's go.
Dude,
It's crazy.
I have nothing appropriate
It's crazy
to say.
that for a group that when they first debuted, because here's the I think the problem people will have with SB19 the
proud
bigger they
kasi.
become.
Sa
When
totoo lang.
SB19 first debuts, essentially one of the biggest criticisms they had was that they were training under a Korean company and they were essentially Korean pop idols wannabes.
Yes.
That was the big criticism. That was the big perception on them. It's gonna be very difficult, I think, for so many people from different parts of the world to accept that currently the best group in the world most likely comes from the Philippines, trained under Korean entertainment, but really flourished when they became truly independent. And they are actually their biggest competitor.
Grabe sinasabi ni Efra DJ, no? Sobrang real talk. Honest opinion talaga to, guys.
Are
gusto ko.
groups that don't even have anywhere near the level of complexities and difficulties when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to
Managerial part, like
No,
the
because
hidden behind the walls part.
SB19 really shouldn't be able to compete with the likes of BTS. With hype, it
It
really
shouldn't compete with
with
people like
Stray Kids
80s
and
Stray
17
Kids
and it shouldn't be able to because there's a big wealth disparity actually.
Yeah.
Not because the boys are not fucking wealthy,
or not
but because the
they have-
companies are very different leagues, bro.
Yeah,
You know, SB19 will most likely be what BTS was for Big Hit.
Yes.
That is probably what's
but
going to
they're
happen.
doing it for themselves, which is a bigger feat than
Tama,
just
tama.
bringing a small label forward.
I agree, which
Yes,
means they get to
tama
keep a
yun.
lot more money
Kasi
than
guys,
everyone else.
Kung yung grupo galing talaga sa, kasi may tinatawag sa Korea na the big three. Sa pagkakaalam ko yun yung Big Hit, YG, saka SM Entertainment. So, ang nangyayari guys, kahit sobrang bago pa lang nung group, parang kaka-debut lang, meron na agad fanbase guys. So, yun yung perks pag galing ka sa the big three na company or agency. Ito yung sinasabi nila na parang mahirap sa SB19 kasi sila yung pinaka-entertainment din. And, syempre, hindi naman pa ganong kalalim ang bulsa ng 1Z. So, talagang medyo mahihirapan makapenetrate ng sobra-sobra like dun sa BTS nga. And, kung performance level, kung skill level naman, talagang lalaban naman ang SB19. Yun nga lang, yun ang reality bites doon. Syempre, kumbaga, business pa rin yan eh. So, talagang mahihirapan din ang SB19. Pero sana talaga, in due time, ngayon lalo na ngayon, nagkakaroon na ng traction or ang dami nang nakakakita or nakakarinig sa SB19. So, sana magtuloy-tuloy na yan, guys. Until 2026. Kaya nga sabi ko, guys, sana ang SB19, 2026, wag munang mag-solo. Gusto natin mag-solo sila kasi para marinig natin yung mga solo songs nila. Pero, for me, for me, sana sa 2026, tuloy pa rin ang SB19 kasi nandun na yung momentum eh. Sana hindi mawala. So, talagang sana tuloy-tuloy
Which is
muna.
great.
The outcome in the long run is it's a sweeter fruit to bear, but it's a harder tree to make flourish.
But there's many questions. And they speak about this openly. I mean, even some of the questions that some of the songs they make are in regards to corruption and mismanagement and things like this in a country manner. South Korea is very advantageous when it comes to this because they've really generated a machine. So there will be questions to be answered then, and these are topics that really no one. You won't see any reviewers talk about this. You won't see any reactors talk about this. You won't see anyone in the industry talk about this unless they have some sort of weird agenda to either put them up or put them down. But I think there will be a problem. They will start to become a problem because I think a lot of people will have a ginormous issue with the fact that the best boy group at the moment, genuinely, most likely, or one of the best per se, comes from the Philippines, doesn't have the same amount of budget for music videos, for sound production, for anything, and is competing and beating everyone else. It's like the biggest dark horse fucking story, like the Underdog story.
Yes. I actually do think that.
The biggest dark horse or underdogs, guys. Sobrang sarap pakinggan nun. And ibig sabihin kasi pag underdog ka or dark horse, talagang kahit sobrang late mo, talagang lalaban ka, guys. So, grabe yung sinasabi nito ni Efra, no? Sobrang real talk, guys. Nire-real talk tayo. Sobrang honest reaction to. Ito yung mga gusto ko. Hindi yung mga pa-eme-eme na kung ano-ano pinagsasabi. Para lang makahakot ng views. So, for me, ako rin na hindi rin naman tayo sa views. So, talagang kung ano yung gusto nating sabihin, yun yung sasabihin natin. So, kung di mo to gusto, dun ka.
Because of all of these groups that are currently from the latest generations, let's say from third generation upwards, all these pop groups have put themselves in miracle territory in terms of like they're all in the same race, including SB19 here. So the cool thing about, let's say from third generation upwards, up until now, all of these groups, boy groups, let's just focus in there, have put themselves, including SB19, in a competition, in a race that has put them all in miracle territory. And miracle territory meaning the industry. Because if there is an industry that allows an underdog to really take over, will be the music industry. And it all comes down to public perception. And it all comes down to how the public, the market actually buys and reacts to this. So when people start championing or start like sort of supporting groups and songs and albums that cannot be translated into live music, they're sort of telling the market what actually works and how to become more profitable with the same formula. So it's really interesting to see groups like SB19 that have also gathered a very loyal fan base within their own country, but are starting to expand internationally, which I think it was gonna consolidate their success.
Ganda.
Hooray! See how freaking disciplined Justin has become with his movements. He's so precise.
Can you feel the change? It's on ball, my compression down on the ground. It's on ball, y'all be breaking down, get it, sweat, around.
Also, this is what happens when SB19 gets world-class production.
Yep.
You saw it at Simula at Wakas, Philippines, and now in Taiwan.
This is iconic. I actually can't believe I'm watching them in the big stage like that.
Hey, Josh had a great showing.
Yeah, he really does. He was so fresh.
Kaya nga, iba yung charisma ni Josh dito.
Justin, wow! A tumble on the ground. A tumble. Get it?
Swerve, run loud, we coming louder. Hindi ba napaglang basta? Mas malakas na basta. Wait, I'm capping, so what I'm fly. One is here.
So you have layers there.
But there's no
split.
which is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% life.
Need a change, need it right now.
Holy fuck.
Okay, still, how?
As it's normal to be flat in specific parts.
Yeah,
It's
of
very rare
course.
to find him flat in anything. Or sharp.
Grabe naman kasi yung Sistel kasi. Di yata tao
It
yung
makes
Sistel.
those moments way more impressive because he's actually doing it.
No help.
Dang it, that is so awesome.
Hanga-hanga si
Okay, I
Valeska.
will tell you something that is very important to highlight.
shit.
Honesty strikes in a way that people are like, I don't like that, resistance or whatever. But I will tell you something. When something is great, when something is really great, doesn't matter. It will stand out. Whether whether it was, people think, oh, that wasn't a great show, whatever, all the boys. If it's good, it's gonna be great under any circumstance. And I think this is exactly what I'm trying to say. So people get used to this, like, post-produced audio, like with autotune and fixed and whatever, and all the notes sound great, and all the vocal lines are amazing, and everybody's like, oh, so satisfied because everything is so awesome, right? But then, when you actually see a show where it has live vocals and somebody's a little bit flat, but the next line is a freaking outstanding freaking belt as you're going down a freaking platform, it makes it 10 times better. It makes it way more impactful. It makes for human actual
Well, it's just-
essence
it's like-
to be outstanding.
It's like real music, It's
Ah,
people always wondering
guys.
like, oh, now we can't distinguish what's real and what's
You
not from
can.
AI.
You 100% can.
No, from AI. Like, the future's fucked. We're actually all cooked. That's like the meme, right? I have already a real one. It's like none of you can tell when your idols are singing live or not. None of you can. You're already fucked.
Yeah, that's tough.
You're already fucked. And if you think you can,
Oo nga.
tell me
Tama
the
siya.
name of the group and I will show you.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, dude,
that's
it's crazy, and that's how insane it's become because it's not just K-pop, it's also J-pop, it's C-pop, it's P-pop, it's it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not saying like Philippines and it's Korea and it's China and it's Indonesia and no, that's why I'm not saying that because C-pop is also very fucking popular, but I'm saying it.
There are things you just can't do in a row, like jumping on this frog
Ang
and trying to do
ganda
that
ng mga
again.
sinasabi nila, guys. Sobrang
SB19.
tatalino nitong mga
And then I'm saying 70.
well-articulated pa.
And then I'm saying Stray Kids, and I'm saying
Yeah,
80s.
because it's a management, individual group led sort of like control.
It was EXO. What the fuck knows what's gonna happen with EXO? But seems to be releasing trailers
They're
and all that stuff.
coming back.
Yeah. But I don't know. I have so many questions in regards
Me
to that.
too,
Whatever.
I don't know.
But there's the baby monsters, which I really want to support them because the issue why people criticize a lot of the girls. First, they're very young and they're gonna make mistakes. They're immature. Technique's still immature. They're maturing. But they're going out there with the treasure mentality, with the Big Bang mentality, with the 21 mentality. 21 were not world-class singers. They were good singers, but not world-class singers. As a matter of fact, I think there are actually diminished how good of singers they were, whatever the fuck. But Big Bang, the boys weren't bad singers at all. They were great singers, actually. Some of them really had vocals. But they went with the mentality of, you fell in love with the product we have, so I'm going to give you the rawest, the best version of the product I can provide live
And not
without
only-
lying to you.
And not only
Oo
that,
nga,
they
gan-
also,
tama.
because I think second and third generation had a different approach to
Shiny,
that
yeah,
performing,
very different.
which meant that every live show was different to what you got in the album, which was such an incredible incentive for the audience to buy tickets to the concerts because you got an experience that was completely brand new every concert or every tour. And I think that's something that the new generation has not gotten, that we get the same songs, the same style, the
Yeah.
same arrangements from the album in the live shows. And it's sort of like, well, I could have done this in my living room, like
So,
I
tama.
think there is a little bit of like
So tama yung sinasabi ni Valeska, no? Ito yung kagandahan sa SB19 kasi yung SB19, pag nagpa-perform yan, hindi sila gumagamit kung ano yung mga nasa studio version ng songs nila or nasa album or nasa EP. Lagi silang merong bago. New flavor. Wow. New flavor. Tapos, bagong arrangement, bagong dance break para maging bago yung experience ng mga manonood. Kasi nga, tama yung sinabi ni Valeska. Kung yun pa rin yung ipa-perform nyo, tas lip sync pa kayo, di pupunta na lang ako sa room ko, ilalagay ko yung headset ko, full volume, makikinig ako sa Spotify. So, yun din yun eh. Pero, sabi ko nga, sobrang generous ng SB19 to think na nasa world tour sila, busy sila sa pagpupunta kung saan-saan. Kasi yung ano niyan, yung kumbaga yung logistic niyan, sobrang pupunta ka sa airport, magsasakay ka ng eroplano, pupunta ka sa hotel, pagdating mo sa venue, magpa-practice ka pa ng blockings mo kasi syempre iba-iba yung size ng concert ground or concert stage. Pero dahil in-invite sila ng Akon, gumawa sila ng panibagong arrangement, gumawa sila ng panibagong dance break. So doon mo mapapakita talaga or doon mo mararamdaman na yung SB19 is hindi basta-basta. Ewan ko. Galit ka?
Evolution of
Hindi,
live performing that has sort of
papaliwanag lang.
changed. But there are groups that do have that same live performing mentality still. That you know, I would encourage everybody to buy tickets to those groups. You know, to like find out what the real
Nahulog yung
experience of
ano ko.
live music
Wait
is.
So
lang. Nahulog yung isa kong headset. Dami ko kasing sabi. So, ayan.
Oh,
Let's
that's
go.
basically the piece I had to say about that. But I'd like
They
to
did
see.
awesome though.
I'd like to see what other groups did, because obviously it's the whole of Asia, and it's very much what the whole channel is about. I'd like to see what Stray Kids did. We're big fans of them, and actually,
Stray Kids,
if it
gusto ko rin
wasn't
ng Stray
Rise
Kids.
or Stray Kids who won Album of the Year,
Lalo yung
we
Thunder.
thought it was either
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
Karma
Yung Thunder, yun ang pinaka-favorite ko.
or Odyssey by Rise.
Yeah.
So let's have a look
Two
at.
best contenders.
So ito yung sa ano, AAA.
I love it.
Pero ano no? Pero para mas puno yung ano, AAA na audience kaysa dun sa Akon.
Holy fuck!
That is so epic. I love them. I love them.
Wah!
Yes.
Also, more people are gonna know their songs, you know.
But see, same stage, same set design. There's
like it.
very little differences between group and group.
Do it now. Let's see the audio.
What the?
Want to take off. You know my life is tied up.
A little bit more generous with the backtrack here, but like the layer track. They got splits. We got
Okay, so-
more singers, bro.
So here's my big concern. Here's my big problem, right? Because I like SB19 and this is Stray Kids, sorry, but this isn't why that we have criticisms. It's not because it's an individual person thing,
No, it's not.
or an individual group that we like or we dislike. I really hate that. Like, you hit me with raw vocals for their ad-libs, or when they're saying the hello, what's going on? And then it's so obviously apparent how then some members aren't fucking singing.
Yeah.
Why?
You have a split that is just ridiculous.
Like 90-10
Grabe.
towards the track, and then you
Pre-recorded vocal split. Pre-recorded vocal split singers that is played through the systems. All recorded. Okay. So, yun pala yung pre-recorded vocal split. So, explain, pre-recorded na siya, na parang kumanta rin, pero recorded na.
have Bang
So ito
Chan
yung-
with a 90-10 towards his mic, but then you have someone else. You have a Hyunjin with fucking not a split. That was like fucking 90-10 to
Yeah, it was
90%,
like the
10% to that. It's like, why?
Bang
The
Chan
boy can
was
sing.
singing.
He can rap. He'll be fine.
Kaya
Yeah,
nga.
and the thing is, like, this is where I mean it's like a the group management thing, because they had to engineer mic by mic,
Might.
and they're all in different gains in the different
Just
levels.
give everyone the same gain. And
It's possible because SB19
Just did it.
you know.
again, like, this will create this will make people pissed. Genuinely.
There's
This
a
will make
guarantee,
people
Efra.
so pissed. But
I
you
do
can't,
love Stray
Alvin,
Kids,
please
though.
replay that. Just the transition from Bang Chan, the opening, and then second member, third member. You come on, just open your ears.
I was born to take off. You know my life is tied up.
Oo nga.
She's tasting my sweet flesh. Sends her out the far 'cause we don't give up. Can't listen music to my
Ang galing naman nila, ano?
See,
Grabe.
he's singing.
I don't even know.
Maybe we're
They're
having
having issues.
A problem.
Yeah, maybe they're having issues
We're
here.
having issues.
Because there's no point for them giving a split there. See, that's... No one is singing.
And I get it because it's a hard line, but
Just ad-libs.
I do love this album.
It's a good album.
Pero ang ganda nung kanta.
Yeah, all ad-libs. All I'm hearing is ad-libs, and it's only the three.
Why?
There's like 3 mics that are actually
Why?
100%
Kasi,
on
They
main.
can sing.
They can.
Yeah.
Leave them be.
Yeah.
Tama
Honestly, it's so
naman.
weird.
So ano nga talaga?
Next.
So tama yung sinasabi nila nung umpisa na parang it's more of label problem. Na parang gusto kasi label safe yung group. Walang makikitang flaws or kung ano man. Pero in reality, kaya namang kumanta nung tao or nung tao nga, nung grupo. Kaya namang kumanta. Pero dahil nga itong si label sobrang sinisafe yung safety ng group niya. Ang ginagawa na lang, ganito na nga yung ginagawa. More on parang manufactured or may vocal split nga or kung ano man.
Next.
Give me a name.
80s was also here. I want to see what they did.
That's live.
Yeah.
1000% live.
Pero nagla-live nga yata ito si Atis.
No, he is, but he's very quiet. This song.
I mean, my opinions about this song is irrelevant, anyways.
See, you have like gains in certain microphones.
It's all splitting there.
And the thing is, like, they can't sing. See the difference? You hear the difference.
So some...
100%.
That's completely live.
Nice.
Ayan, live.
All 3 members so far, completely live.
Yes.
Stick din ah.
That's what it sounds like when you're singing live, by the way.
Especially when you're doing chorus like that. I think they were having issues with the balance. It seems to be.
Seems to be fixing now. But I don't like. I mean, that's fine to be honest. Like we've seen 80s live, and they're probably
no
my
question
only
to
10
that.
out of 10. I think in K-pop, as in the new generation. No, not new generation, but they're not 3rd generation. I think they're 4th.
They're 4th.
They might
4th
be.
generation
So
ata nga.
And who gives a
80s.
fuck what generation they are? They're just a great group. But I think they were having technical difficulties.
I think they did.
But I will say, and I've already reviewed them live, so I've seen it up close. They do sing, but I don't like when any group doesn't sing their choruses.
Yes.
It pisses me off.
Yes,
Because
Kasi
it's like,
tagal na si Efra.
that's why I came here, you fuckhead. Not to hear, yeah.
So, yun nga naman daw kasi yung pinunta, lalo sa concert. Kantahin yung chorus. Kasi anong nangyari nga, pag sa chorus sa ibang group, yung ad-lib na lang yung ano. Kasi nga, pag chorus kasi, dun babagsak yung mga hard choreo dance step. Kaya ang tendency nun, sa live performance, wala nang kakanta. Sasayaw na lang. And, tagal sa Efra. Yun nga naman kasi yung pinunta. Yun yung binayaran. Magkaroon ng live performance sa chorus. Talagang kanta.
No, you
Yeah.
sing it.
God, it's like, bro, I
Galit
do that in
na
my
galit siya eh.
car, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Tagalit
Fuck,
eh.
man. All right, all day project. I like them as a
group?
product.
Yeah, I think they're
It's
cool.
very how I feel about everything to do with Teddy Park.
Yeah, true.
You know,
A
like
great
he's
product.
a fucking outstanding product maker.
Yeah,
Bro,
she's
no
not even,
one
not
is-
even a single note.
That's got a split.
He has a better.
I'm gonna give him time because sometimes that issue.
Girl, what is going on?
So do you
What was
guys
that?
understand? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That's literally the best definition of splitting. Done quite poorly, but it's splitting.
Splitting. So parang medyo nagigets ko na yung vocal splitting. So parang merong recorded na live vocals din na siguro na-record habang nakatayo pero talagang kumakanta. And itong sa performance na. Kaya minsan maririnig mo ng konti eh. Kaya ito yung sinasabi niya, you can barely hear the raw vocal. So parang medyo nagpapatong ng konti.
Don't you try me, I'm on the floor. Don't you claim that we on the floor. Don't you try me,
Because usually
She's really good and keep up with that with that track.
yeah, because this is actually like playback with a fucking vocal line for some reason.
Ayun nga.
Just let them. I'm already quitting, bro. I'm already signing off, bro. This is fucking so disappointing.
It makes SB19's performance even
It's
better.
problematic
to be
though.
honest.
It's problematic
To
because
be honest.
I think I'll give ATs fine.
Is it better?
Fine. ATs also did fine. Stray Kids, I'm a bit worried.
It was a 50-50.
50-50, I'm a bit worried. But SB19, so far, they're the only group that performed 100% live. They sang
Yes.
their fucking choruses. Yes, sometimes perhaps they were a bit flat or maybe a bit pitchy, but not many fucking times.
Not a lot.
I think, again, if they're high in popularity, they're becoming way more popular in Taiwan and in many other places all around the world. But once the popularity starts increasing, like let's say...
Production will also change.
Not the production, because I think production-wise, SB19 is one of the few Filipino groups that has world-class production. If you look at Simulat at Wakas at the Philippine Arena, it's actually a much better show than anything I've seen, maybe aside from fucking BTS when they did, when they were in the
Wembley,
touring
yeah,
era,
they would-
EXO when
yeah.
they were in the Big Bang when they were, you know what I mean?
True. And actually, it wasn't as theatrical as it
No.
was. As
Like they
Down
beat, in my
with
opinion,
Simulat
production-wise,
Outcast
like Blackpink, they beat that this year. I think Blackpink's tour this year may be fairly uninspired because there aren't that many
was.
things
A
to
little
do.
bit uninspired.
Yeah, but
yes.
it's still not a bad tour. I've heard nothing
great
but good
tour.
things and yeah, some negative things, but whatever.
Great tour though.
Not a bad
regardless.
tour at all, but so it's like I'm not concerned with their production. I'm more concerned with the production of Beanie lately, but not with the production, not live actually. Beanie's live production as in a stage
Pretty
show,
awesome.
it's great.
Yeah.
But I do have my thoughts and stuff. But anyways, please, All Day Project, please. I'm gonna give him a shot though, because maybe this song is just terrible to sing live.
We gonna lose the track of time. Put your hands up, party. Hit the take us that move.
Splitting.
Split nga.
Splitting. He's singing, bro.
She's not even singing.
Oh, she's singing.
All day to make some room. Wanna get lost.
She's the only one who's got a really open game. And it's pretty close.
So yun pala yung vocal
Well,
splitting.
I don't have anything to say. What am I gonna say?
It's a bit flat. It's a bit. I mean, flat in like. And
No, in energy. What am I gonna say? Nice fucking vocal splitting, bro. Not that anyone cares, but I'm just
nice vocal splitting. Grabe naman si Efra.
Say.
Kumbaga,
because I care.
kung tropa,
Because I care about
kung
music.
tropa mo to, tapos may ginawa ka mali. Literal kang sasabihan nito, ginagawa mo.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Everyone's gonna be.
Who gives a fuck what you say?
I don't give a fuck.
I care.
I don't give a fuck either. But I care about music.
Yes, yes.
I really care about music. And some of you think, oh, you're a weirdo, like you just hate the girls. Yeah, no, I don't.
Actually, I don't have any hate.
No, I don't,
I
bro.
actually listen to their music a lot.
No, who gives a fuck? Like-
I actually do.
I'll tell you this much. Like where there's some people in here, like in this whole video, where we have personal relationships with, or like we've talked to them and we sit down with them, and sometimes their teams get in touch and we talk and we discuss things. I have nothing against any of these people. Nothing. I like you all, bro. What am I meant to say? For so long, everyone, and this is the fucking most annoying bit, every reactor in the fucking whole scene, every review in the whole scene, everyone's like, oh my God, what a great show.
It is a great show.
But I didn't fall in love with K-pop because I liked just the performance.
Yes, it's
No.
true.
I
The performance was another element.
no, I fell
that
in
made
love
you
with
fall in love with it.
Jongho, with fucking Baekhyun, with fucking Taeyang from Big Bang, Taeyong from Girls' Generation. Big up Tiffany as well.
Yes.
Chen before and after he became my dad. You know what I mean? Like that's Mama Moo. Like in
Yes,
multiple performances. You know,
Yes.
like because it was like these people are fucking the best of the best in the world.
Yes,
and
'cause
that's
they
what I
do-
kept saying.
And it's true, actually. You can go back in time and when we first, sort of like introduced ourselves into K-pop.
They're the best. They were the best pop representatives in the whole world.
Yes, and it
that was
Tama.
my opinion at the time.
and it was all down to that brilliant triple threat training, which was like
Singing.
you have to sing to an incredibly
Triple
good
threat.
standard. You have to perform and dance to an incredibly great standard, and you have to be able to model and act to an insanely great standard. So you had a very good
Acting. So,
a
meron
very
lahat ng
good sort of
SB19
like
yun.
training base ground. And I think because the evolution and in the internalization of K-pop as a product sort of became very accessible for a lot of people within other industries that were doing things very differently, sort of became the focus towards pop shifted as well worldwide. I think there was a bit of a shift after the pandemic.
It's annoying, and you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like everyone's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Everyone, because you're like, oh yeah, they're
Because
singing
I'm listening
live.
to the songs
Yeah,
and
'cause-
I love them.
Yeah, and then also it's like everyone when then there's the whole fan wars thing, and the delusional fans and this fan.
can't help
But it's like,
that.
bro.
can't help
If
that,
your
though.
group, I'll tell you this is when I piss off everyone because I'll speak in fan terms. If your group is in BTS, Mamamoo, EXO, maybe early EXO, we'll see how they come back. 80s.
Imagine being able to
Ui.
build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I'd say world groups, yes, not just K-pop. So BTS, 80s, Stray Kids, we'll excuse this performance. EXO, depends how they come back. SB19,
Uy.
XG, I have some thoughts as of late. And
XG,
then
magalang-
girl group wise, Baby Monster, Treasure as well as the boy group.
Yes.
Katsai.
Billy,
Ganda-
they're
magaling
very
din ang
good at
Katsai.
singing live.
Billy, Everglow, no, not Everglow, Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher deserves a lot of love.
I
If Day 6, but that's just more bands. Their boys are real. They're Rose, fucking Extraordinary Heroes.
Yes.
If you ain't about that
Girls'
life,
Generation,
like
Twice.
Girls' Generation, twice, man,
Yes,
deserves a lot of
yes.
credit. If this are,
I swear Jiho sings every concert.
She does,
Every single song.
you know, leave me with that bullshit.
Hmm.
Most of your idols are not singing, and here's the crazy thing, right? And everyone's afraid to say this. It's not their fault.
It's really not.
It's not their choice.
And actually, you can see that it's
Tama.
very much not their choice, but you can see the evolution of Le Sserafim, for example, which they had to patch up very publicly their vocal perception since that Coachella performance up
Nako,
the
yung
infamous
Coachella.
Coachella moment to the rest of their career afterwards.
Nagkaroon ng ano yun, nagkaroon ng mainit na diskusyon yun sa Leseferum. Ano? Leseferum? Ano ba? Nabubulol ako. Basta sa
It's
nag-Coachella
very
din sila.
much not
Inano yung
a
vocal.
talent and a group problem. It is very much management and image
Therapy.
portrayal, I think.
Well, that's the
That's the tea.
hot tea, I guess. That's all the
tea, I
fuckers, the new
guess.
kids say it. And that's what happened at the AAA Awards. A bunch of not singing. And I do apologize. Big up and hyping. Sometimes I have questions though. But great discography. We'll see what they're like live. What a disappointing time to be a fucking Korean pop fan, C-pop fan, J-pop fan. It's what a disappointment time. What a disappointing time if for
Grabe.
live music.
It's not that dire. I would say there are groups and you should focus who you like to listen to more. You know, you should be a little bit more tailored. That's what I would do. It's not as
Do you ever
dire.
wonder why? Do you ever wonder why all of the channels that always say this stuff are like faceless? They're
Yes.
like all like AI generated
VTubers,
voices, or
VTubers,
like not VTubers because they don't even fucking have a VTube, but they just have like a voice, or they just record the voice.
Yeah.
It's because they're afraid.
Yeah, no, it's
They're
true.
afraid because there's some fucking mad fan right now writing me a death letter, not a death threat, a death letter.
You will die.
Signed in blood. So get fucked.
Grabe.
Merry Christmas.
Grabe yun. So, ayun nga. So, nagpapakana lang sila dito, guys. Kumbaga, honest reaction. So, it's more of hindi naman tayo galit dun sa grupo or kung ano man. It's more of na meron naman talagang grupo na gumagawa ng tama. Kumakanta, sumasayaw, umaak nga dun sa triple threat nga sinasabi nila. Which is, for me, magandang discussion to kasi para somehow, magkaroon tayo ng knowledge about sa mga ganito. Kasi, at the end of the day, consumer tayo, kinukonsume natin yung mga pinoprovide nila. Pero syempre, as a consumer, kung ikaw ba, kakain ka ba ng pagkain expired na, kumbaga, yung analogy? Syempre hindi, di ba? So kakain ka ng pinakamasarap na pagkain na may pinakakompletong recados para syempre as a consumer, maano ka, 'di ba? Masiyahan ka. So ayun guys, ano masasabi nyo sa pinanood natin? Sobrang lap trip and sobrang knowledgeable, sobrang daming information. And pa-subscribe na lang din po sa mga hindi pa nagsasubscribe. Yun lang po, hanggang sa mali. Paalam. Bye.